Hello, people. It is 30th of November. Tomorrow it is December, and we are entering December time. Lovely stuff. Tomorrow, of course, is the December Wipe Day update. And yep, we have seen the tweet that's announcing that a lot of their very interesting updates are potentially coming out. Quality of life updates for the combat. We're going to be seeing some changes to the likes of boats and oil rig and whatnot, and plenty of other small things, which potentially could be affecting the price of skins. When we see all the details, then we can start talking about what we're going to potentially see happening in regards to whether certain things are going to lose demand or gain demand. And demand, of course, drives up value of prices and whatnot for skins. So let's worry about that later. Let's talk about this current batch of skins this week. So this is the current sales so far. It's been a bit quiet, hasn't it? But in regards to sales, the reason why the likes of the tempered garage door didn't sell that much is because it's selling for $5. It's a ridiculous amount. But this was anticipated. It kind of prevents people from buying in excess. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I started there. Sorry. So yeah, lots of people would usually look at a skin and think, yeah, that's going to do very well. I should probably buy an extra 10 or 20 or 30 or 40 or 50. But that selling for $5, ooh, I can't afford that. Okay, maybe I don't want to buy any in excess. I'll just buy one for myself. And a lot of people probably sat there and said that. So this is looking like it's going to be in a fairly comfortable position where it won't be badly affected by the likes of oversaturation. Demand versus quantity. If they're fairly equal, that's good for the skin, that's good for the value of the skin, and that's a fairly good investment. And if there's more demand than the quantity, then it's a very good investment. So the best thing I can compare this garage door to is the recent sheet metal door. And yeah, that's currently in the positive, but it wasn't always in the positive, was it? So a good few weeks ago, we did our abnormal buy orders. It's on YouTube. It's over here. It's somewhere there. It's somewhere there. But yeah, we've gone through this routine before, and so basically, this initially did go below its rust price for quite some time, and the buy orders, they did not look very strong in comparison to the price it sold for in the rust store. If you recall, this sold for $3.99 in the rust store, but right now it's selling for $4.60. That's good, and yes, it is. But if you see like the bulk of the buy orders, the big fat ones only really went up to around $2.40. And who do you reckon that was? Huh? Who do you reckon's right there? So, that's my buy order, 34 quantity, around $2.40. I knew this would happen. I knew it would go below its rust price. I knew it would suffer for a while. And I knew it would start to trend upwards as time started to get a little bit better. So, this is something I still anticipate happening to the likes of the garage door. So, it went down, started to rise up, and of course it's now back in the positive. And as we get more and more demand, oh, hang on a minute, I didn't realise I had that on. Oops, I didn't realise I had that scene on. Well, you heard my alert. So anyway, so what we have right here is a situation I am expecting to happen to this still. How long will it be below its rust price for? Probably only for a week or two, because remember, when it hits post-Christmas time, when there's next to nobody going to school, not as many people working for a good 2 weeks, loads of people are going to be playing games. Loads of people are going to be playing Rust. The demand for skins are going to increase, and then of course Christmas money. Oh yeah, thanks Grandma. Take that, thank you. Going to throw that and buy an AK skin. Stuff like that will happen. So prices will be going up. It's the best time to sell, and with that, I think we could probably push and go up to about $3 to $3.50 maybe. I do expect it to go below its rust price. Yes, I do. But what you've also got to be prepared for is when we start going through bad times again, which would likely be as we enter February, this very likely could go down in price again. I have seen the tempered collection go up. I have seen it go down. I have seen it go up. I have seen it go down. You need to sell at the right time, and you could buy this skin again for a decent price. So let's also establish a problem that we've had with the likes of sheet metal doors and garage doors this year. We've had a lot of them this year. So with sheet metal doors, we've had tons of them. I'm talking at least 20, 30 of them that have come out just this year. But with the garage doors, fairly similar position. How many have we had? I'm thinking 10 plus, and the majority of them were glow in the dark. So, oh, here we go. One, two, three. So 11. Yeah, 11. So 11 garage doors and one, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, a little bit, 8 there, 9. 9 out of 11 of them will glow in the dark. So don't look at that and think, oh, but it's special, it glows. Well, so many of these did as well. But some of them have suffered and some of them didn't suffer as much. Atomic garage door actually improved very nicely because people like it. The demand is down, it's kept the price up to a reasonable point, and when times are good, that's probably going to go back up in the positive. So that's also what we saw with the likes of the sheet metal tempered door. I'm going to sit here and say, for our buy orders with this tempered garage door, you could play it safe and you could do $2.50. Totally fine. If you want to be even safer, go around $2. But if you want to be a bit more aggressive, if you really do think it's going to be doing all right, and I think it will, I think going up to around even up to $4. Because yeah, if you really want it, you could offer $4, and I guarantee you will be buying it for $4 at some point. It will happen. I mean, I just showed you with my buy order and here you go. Look, I looked at this and I thought, right, this is selling for $3.99, but I know for a fact that the buy orders initially won't go up that high. I'm going to do a $2.40 buy order, and I think I'm going to be perfectly fine with that. Lo and behold, a few weeks later, here I am. Here's all the demand that's appeared over these past few weeks. I didn't request 34 quantity. I requested more than that. I have successfully bought a decent batch of these so far for a cheaper price. I didn't buy them for $3.99. Nope, I bought them for $2.40. So I sit here and say, $2.50 to $3.50 seems to be the sweet region. If you want to play it safe, go around $2.50. If you want to be more aggressive, go around $3.50. A little bit less, a little bit more. You know how it works. You're less likely to buy them if you offer too little, but you're more likely to buy them if you offer a fair bit more. And if you really, really, really want them, but you don't want to offer too much, you could still just stick with around $3. Yeah, let's move on to the next thing. So I don't want to dawdle too long. Toxic Wolf sleeping bag. So this is a cool looking sleeping bag. Toxic Wolf collection is getting more and more pieces being submitted to the workshop. And yeah, we potentially might see a poncho and a bandana tomorrow, or the next week, Yeah, so Mr. Zinc is still producing skins for the collection. We very likely will be seeing more Toxic Wolf being accepted at some point in the near future, or maybe in 2023. With this, it's a uniquely coloured sleeping bag compared to all of the other ones that we've seen. Yeah, there's not many that's in a similar colour or design to it. So it looks fairly cool. It looks interesting, but will it hold its value? I'm going to sit here and say I don't think it's going to hold it forever. I think for the first couple of weeks it might suffer for a bit. It hasn't sold that much. Again, let's also compare to the most recent sales, because we've had quite a lot of glow-in-the-dark ones fairly recently as well, haven't we? So here we are. So we're probably going to end up around maybe 14,000 sales. Yeah, overall, because remember, SCMM can't track every single account. I wouldn't be surprised if we have about 14,000 of these lurking around in circulation. That very likely could be happening. I think it's perfectly fine to go $1.50 on this, maybe a fair bit more. This does look like it will go below its rust or price for a short time. You know, if you offer maybe $1.75, get them for 25 cents cheaper. But when times are good, will that go above its rust or price? I think it would. I don't think it's sold enough to really suffer. I think there will be demand for it when more people are playing. I think this will be going above its rust or price, but you probably won't see it happen until the end of December. So I think $1 if you want to play it extra safe, $1.50 if you want to be a bit more successful, be a bit more aggressive. So it's as simple as that. Right then, so bandana is not abnormal, but this No Mercy Armored Door is. So, as we mentioned earlier, there is a whole batch of updates that will be happening, and Armored Doors are getting a buff. They're going from 800 health to 1,000 health. And this has only just about sold 10,000. That's not insane, which is good, because that means less potential purchases in excess. The fact that we've had a lot less sales this week is a good thing, especially with the likes of this. I think I've already mentioned it, but when you have a higher priced skin, it usually scares off people that want to buy an excess. with less people buying these in excess, all the better for us, because there's a much better chance that we won't see oversaturation. Remember, um, demand versus quantity, if they're fairly equal, the skin will gradually rise in price over time. But if you see much more demand compared to quantity, the price of the skin will happily rise up in price. But if we have far too much quantity compared to demand, people start throwing them on the Steam market, undercutting each other, undercutting each other, undercutting each other. It becomes oversaturated and it becomes cheap. Horrible, bleh. But yeah, we've had a problem with armored door skins this year. We've had far too many. In comparison to the previous few years that we've had, this has been a stupidly high amount. I mean, in all of 2021, we only had a single one. We had one armored door. This year we've had 12. So there's a big difference. And because of that, with so many that came out in just a year, yeah, they never really had room to grow. I've said this so many times, but yeah, you get the idea. We've had far too many of them, and they all suffered because of it. And now we've got this one, and you're going to sit there and say, right, Hedge, what should I offer? Honestly, if that buff doesn't really cause the demand to go up for these armored doors, double armored doors as well, you're probably going to know. You're not going to even see much of a difference. So if you want to play it safe, go $1 to $1.50. If you have faith, if you think people, yeah, surely people will definitely want to start using armored doors with this buff, then yeah, maybe go up to $2, maybe go up a bit more. Of course, if you offer more money, be more aggressive, you're more likely going to be able to buy these. But if the demand isn't there and it starts crashing in price, you're stuck with them after you've bought a ton of them. So you've got to deal with that. I think I'm going to go maybe $1.20 and $1.80. I think that's what I'm going to do. Because No Mercy Collection, it did used to be very popular. It still kind of is. It's not necessarily a bad collection. It's a very nice design. It's fun. It's very, very nice and sleek. Most expensive hoodie and pants right here. So, yeah, I mean, the garage door did all right. The sheet metal door, but then again, we're in the bad times at the moment. When we're in the good times, will all of these skins go up in price again? They very likely could. So, I'm going to go $1.20 and $1.80 on this. If you want to be a bit more basic, you could just go straight for $1.50. It's as simple as that. Right, Gothic Warlord AK-47, 80 cents to $1. I don't need to question. You don't even need to question that. Just take a look at all the most recent AK skins that have come out this year. This is routine. We do this all the time. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, look. Down 45, down 51, down 72, down 48, down 51. Need I say more? What prices are they selling for? 98 cents, $1.04, 96 cents, $1.21, $1.09. Oh, but it's selling for $2.49. Yeah, well, the Elite Crate sold for $3.49. Now it's selling for 96 cents. This is AK-47 skins. They are not good investments. Buy them for 80 cents, turn them into metal and sell the metal. You know what? I might just go 70 cents to 90 cents. Yeah, they always end up at around $1. We have far too many AK-47 skins. We are oversaturated with options. They never hold up their value. People who do like AK-47 skins, they're never they never stick with them. They always ditch it and get the new one, and then there's a new one, and then they ditch the old new one and get the new one. Yeah, so you get the idea. And they're not loyal to their skins. They will always grab another one. So yeah, 70 cents to 90 cents. Right, Tiki Collection. So, if you recall, I said we really did need to keep an eye out for what we're potentially going to see on the workshop. And if you've seen my Tuesday workshop skin checks, you'd know Igor, the creator of the Tiki Collection, he didn't make any more Tiki Collection. No, he did not. He did not. No hoodie, no pants, no tier 2. He instead worked with someone else to make a poncho and a deer skull mask. So it looked very cool, and you can go and watch that video if you want to get a good look at that. But this means that people likely will probably get impatient with these two. If we don't see any Tiki tier 2 of hoodie and pants for a while, these will just keep dropping and dropping and dropping in value. And as we're getting closer to Christmas time, it's definitely getting to a point where I think we're probably not going to see anything like that for at least a month. Because yeah, I think Face Punch are going to start picking more cold, winter, Christmas, festive themed skins, and we're less likely going to be seeing the likes of Tiki Collection. So if you are aware, other people tend to get very impatient, and they likely will not want to hold on to these. They'll start dumping them on the Steam market. They won't be selling for around $1.49. They could very easily drop down to maybe about 80 cents. So I think I'm going to play it a lot safer with this. I might only offer around 70 cents to around maybe 90 cents. And if it gets to a point where they're down to around 90 cents, I'm just going to have to remove that. That's the beauty of having more than one account to buy order with. It's very helpful. But yeah, Igor did not make Tiki Hoodie and Pants or Tier 2 this week. They weren't submitted. So yeah, I can just easily anticipate these struggling because of that. It's a fun looking cool skin, but people do prefer full collections. They want all the core pieces, and if they don't have that, then they're not going to sit around and wait for too long, are they? And then, of course, we have... oh, no, that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. And then tomorrow, we have the Paisley Bandana and the Bangasar. So I guess I could talk about them real quickly. These two skins, what might we want to offer for them? Well, with this bandana, I have mentioned it. We don't see that many bandana skins. We, on average, only see about 2 a year. And if I were to show you this, in 2022 we've had these two. In 2021 we had these two. In 2020 we had these two. In 2019 we had these three. So I think we're probably not going to be seeing any new bandana skins for a while. Maybe Christmas time. Maybe we could be seeing something for Christmas time. That could happen. But looking at this, it's a nice, tame, fairly nice looking skin. Have we seen bandana skins sell nicely earlier this year? Yes, we have. We're currently in the bad times, and the majority of them are still in the positive. So, what are we going to say in regards to this? I'm going to sit here and say, you could probably be happy enough to go around 80 cents. 80 cents? If you want to play it safe, offer 50 cents. If you want to play it a bit more aggressive, 60 to 70. But I honestly think, because we're very likely not going to be seeing another bandana skin for quite some time, you could go all the way up to around 80 cents. We did sell quite a lot of them, that is true. But when you compare that with the most recent ones that we've seen, just don't think it's going to be too much of a problem. So yeah, 28,000, 20,000, 37,000, 20,000. So yeah, we're probably going to end up with around 12,000 in circulation. I think we're going to be okay. So, honestly, you could probably even consider buying these tomorrow as well. It's a shame it's not abnormal, because then we could see the buy orders tomorrow and make a consideration then. But yeah. Right, Bangasar. We have had 6 SAR skins in a row for the past 6 Rustore rotations. This is not selling well because of that. Literally just a week or two ago, we had the Charitable Rust. We had the $5 SAR skin. Why would anybody want another SAR skin when we just had that very colourful, very cool looking Charitable Rust $5 skin? Do you get what I mean? So this hasn't sold very well because of that. But let's not discredit the skin. It does look very nice. It hasn't sold much. That could potentially be a nice, interesting positive for it. But at the very least, let's take a quick look and see how all of the most recent SAR skins are doing, especially after 6 weeks of constant SAR skins. And, well, there you have it. Down 39, down 48, down 40, down 47. And, of course, the Charitable Rust skin is not marketable. So yeah, SAR skins. But at the very least, they don't go below $1. So I think for this tomorrow, I think we are going to want to do... I think it's okay to do between 80 cents to $1.10. Yep, I think that's going to be the safe option. I do think this is a cool looking skin, and it would be desired later on. You know, give it a good few months, people would actually look at it and think, you know what, I do want that. I do want to use that. So I could see that happening in the future, but I don't see it happening in the short term. So I'm going to go for what? 80 cents to $1.10. So have we got all those prices figured out, chat? Do you remember? $2.50 to $3.50. If you want to play extra safe, go to $2. If you want to be more aggressive, extra aggressive, go $4. With this, $1 to $1.50. With this, you want to go between $1 to maybe up to $1.80, maybe $2. Again, if you really want to actually succeed in buying this, but for cheaper, offer around $2. With this, 70 cents to 90 cents. With these two, 50 cents to maybe around 70 to 80 cents. People will get impatient. They'll start unloading their stock onto the Steam market. It happens all the time. In fact, you want a good example? Do you remember Apostate? Do you remember that? Down 7%, down 4%. Do you remember how high up it went when we started anticipating the arrival of its Tier 2 and its Tier 3? Well, now it's suffering because we still haven't seen it after how long? How many rotations have we had since then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could we see Apostate tomorrow? Could it happen? Could it happen? Tier 2 or Tier 3? Who knows? Who knows? So yeah, other people aren't very smart. They get impatient. They unload their stock onto the Steam market. If you can anticipate that happening, you know how to act. And you know how likely things are going to happen. So yeah, Tiki Collection I'm a bit cautious about. So that's that. We have to wait another hour and a half, a fair bit more. But yep, after that, it should be all good. So yep, we'll do the buy orders. But for now, I need to snap my fingers and teleport to the future. Right, so hello people, how are we doing? We've got, 2 minutes to go. So if you recall earlier, we talked about what prices we were going to do for these. We have 6 subnormals, that being the Garage Door, the Sleeping Bag, No Mercy Armored Door, Gothic Warlord AK, Tiki and Tiki Tier 3. So the only 2 skins that won't be marketable in the next 2 minutes will be the Bandana and the SAR. And the order I'm going to decide to do these in will be the Tempered Garage Door, I haven't even clicked that yet. Let's just click that link. Oops, should have not. Oh no. Oops, should have had that prepared. So I'm using a VPN as well because I was suffering with the issue of too many requests. So that issue is still happening. It's very unfortunate. You need to turn off your extensions when you're not using them. And if it does happen to you and you desperately need to do something, you can use a VPN to bypass it. It's not the best option, but it is the option I currently have. So yeah, 1 minute to go. So prices for these skins that are about to appear. If you want to play extra safe, stick to around $2, maybe up to $2.50. If you want to be a bit more aggressive, go between $3 to $4. $3 seems to probably be the safe spot, I think. I do expect this to go below its Rustall price. I don't know how low, and I don't know for how long, but I do expect it to happen. So, yeah, if you definitely want to buy these, putting down a $4 buy order would be successful for you. You would buy them 99 cents cheaper than what they're currently selling for in the Rust store. So, we've got that all established. So, I've told you what I'm doing in terms of order. I'm going to do the Garage Door, Sleeping Bag, Face Mask, Chest Plate, No Mercy Armored Door, Gothic Warlord AK afterwards. We have 20 seconds to go. I've definitely tallied up my money, how much buy order amount I have, so I've got that double checked. I've been making some decent profits by selling Christmas Rust skins. So yeah, right about now seems to be a perfectly fine time to start selling. And yeah, so these skins are now marketable. Go. Actually, should I be on the discussion panel? Yeah, there you go. And here we are, this. Okay, some of the skins aren't appearing. That's fine. That's not a problem. We can live with that. Come on, show yourself, buddy. Right, what price am I going to do? 3.7? I think I might just go for the $4 spot. I've talked about it for so long. I think I'm just going to go for it. Oh, there you go. The other things are appearing now. So let's just get this door out of the way. Right, 1.35. 40, that's fine. Then go back over to here because I like to order my buy orders with doing do one first on one thing and then do the other on the other. So 5. Am I going for $1? Yes, I am. I'm going to go for $1. So 40 there. And Tiki. Gothic Warlord still hasn't appeared either, so that's fine. If I go back over to here, to this side. It's a cool looking sleeping bag. Get a good look at the buy orders. So no one's really going up to around $1 and a bit. Guys, I do think this is going to be fairly safe. I am going to go for around $1.15, and I'm going to request 30. So $1.15. I meant to say £1.15, which is equal to about $1.30. Ticky chest plate, where are you? Ticky tier 3. Ticky tier 3 is taking its time. Sometimes this does happen. So what I'll do is I'll just move over all the things that I've finished, and 6 more skins to go, and it's probably going to take a while. It's probably going to take a while. So, yeah. I can see you don't have a clue what's going on. I can read what you're saying to the side there. Basically, buddy, some of these skins, they have a special property to them that makes them appear marketable earlier compared to all of the other skins. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good. Uh-oh. Okay, so that's a problem. I'll sort this out in a bit. Right then, so we're about 10 minutes in and all of the buy orders have appeared. We've done our buy orders, and now let's get a good look at all of the buy order support. So the tempered garage door has over 1,500 requests to buy, going all the way up to $4. Now let me just point out to you, the $3 buy order here, that's me. The $3.88 buy order there, that's me as well. I do think this will sell very nicely in the future. I do expect more tempered deployables soon, and I think it's definitely going to be something people would like. I think. You got to remember, good times are literally just around the corner, and I've seen tempered skins happily rise up in price very comfortably in the past, especially around Christmas time, post-Christmas time. So I'm happy to try and buy some of those for at least $1 cheaper, and when people are rabid and going crazy and playing Rust so much and all the skins go up in price, if I do buy a few of them for much cheaper than $4.99, I'll be happy with that. I'll be happy with that. So yeah, buy order support. Are we in a position where we look at this and we think, you know what, I might just actually go ahead and buy some tomorrow? Well, I've pointed out these 2 buy orders are me. So if you took those away, the buy order support only goes up to about $2.50. So, yeah. Yeah. I might remove these and go a little bit lower. I'm not sure. I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, I might keep it now. I might just keep it. Like, I know how this usually goes, and it looks like a lot of people prefer to go with the safe option. Well, let me warn you, being safe is safe, but it doesn't necessarily equal success. It doesn't necessarily mean you're definitely going to be able to buy some for around these prices. You might find out that the sweet spot might be around $3 to $4. So I can afford it. I went for it, and let's see if that turns into a success. Or at some point over the course of the next 2 weeks, and am I going to have tons of them thrown onto me? That very likely could be a problem. It could, but we'll find out, won't we? Right then, so then we have the Toxic Wolf sleeping bag. Let's get a good look at you. The price of this in the Rust store right now is $1.99, and the buy orders go up to $1.30, and I think that's my buy order as well. So the bulk of the buy orders going only up to $1, and of course some of these going up a bit more. So a lot of people playing it safe. I'm led to believe a lot of you are just exhausted with all of these buy orders recently, and you really don't want to tempt or potentially suffer from getting dumped on. I understand that. I can understand that. Based on the fact that I'm the only one with a 30, like here at $1.30, I don't imagine these top few people will want to hold on to their quantities. I might remove this listing, this buy order request, and I might go down to maybe $1.20 or something, because I could definitely see the other people not holding on, and then it gets to me, and then I just get dumped on. If I'm going to get dumped on, I might as well have it at a cheaper price. So, yeah, 450 requests to buy. It's okay. It's not like, yeah. I think everybody is just playing it safe too much. Let's see what happens with that. Then the Tiki face mask. So I changed my mind with my buy orders. I looked at it and I noticed what everybody else was doing, and I realised there was a whole bunch of people. There's a whole bunch of people that just were playing it far too safe. And yeah, this is a $1.49 skin. I'm not sure why this guy's offering or requesting to buy these at $1.49. You might need to change your buy order price, because I think you don't realise what these are selling for in the Rust store. But anyway, when you take away these 2 buy orders, it's only going up to 90 cents. And that's a potential problem. A lot of people probably listened to me when I sat there and said, guys, you need to be wary of the fact that we very likely won't be seeing Tiki, Tier 2 or Hoodie and Pants for quite some time. Igor did not make any this week. I can't guarantee if he will make any next week. And with so many Christmas... So we've got 2 weeks of Christmas coming up. We potentially might not see any Tiki maybe for another month or so. I can't guarantee anything, but we shall see. We shall see. Now, anyway, will it hold its value? No. No, it won't. It's sad to see, and it's unfortunate to say, but I just know it's not going to be holding that value of $1.49. So let's see where it takes us from here. And of course, Chestplate in a very similar position, also selling in a Rust store right now for $1.49. 2 buy orders here. I think these people offered too high of a price. Maybe it was a mistake. Maybe they actually want to buy them. I don't know. Why wouldn't you just buy it from the Rust store? I don't know. But yeah, the bulk of the buy orders only going up to around 90 cents. So yeah, and that 90-cent buy order is me. No Mercy Armored Door. So here we are. This has a lot more investment towards it. This has over 1,500 requests to buy, and yeah, loads of buy orders, all around $1. But that's it. You got a decent amount here, around $1.50. Everybody's playing it safe. Everybody is unsure what to do. We don't know if this buff to the armored doors will have a great impact in usage for the armored doors. It's awkward. We're not going to really be able to discuss anything about it until it actually comes out, and then we look at it and then we make considerations. We learn from what we see. So it's awkward, but yeah, again, that's definitely not looking like something I want to buy tomorrow. So we'll leave it at that for now. And then Gothic Warlord AK-47, yep. Yep. So bulk of the buy orders only going up to around 90 cents. Then you got these two going for $1.44 and $1.49. Yeah, this isn't going to be staying around $2.49 for long. It's going to go down and down and down and down and down. Yeah, so everybody, I don't blame you for playing it safe on this AK. All AK skins are just very unreliable investments. So yeah, but if you offer too low of a price, you're not going to be as successful. So yeah, that's the moral of this story. If you went too low, look at all of the other people you're also competing with. So be prepared about that. So I'm more than happy to offer a slightly higher price. I went a bit aggressive. I know I'm very likely going to be buying them for the price that I requested, but I'm fine with that. And when time goes on, I wouldn't be surprised if that garage door potentially goes up and up and up in price. Garage doors still have a place in our hearts, and we still definitely want to use them. It's a cool looking door. It's part of a beloved collection. Let's see if it fares well in the future. So that's that. So we're back over to here. We, of course, have the quality of life updates tomorrow. We have a whole batch of things to look forward to. How much of an impact will this update tomorrow, this wipe day, how much of an impact will it have for skin prices? Will we see the return of the MP5s being super in demand? And with that, the skins being super in demand? Will the new built-in burst fire attachment to LR300 increase demand to use it and then lead to LR300 skins actually being in demand? Do you want proof? Let's go take a real quick look and see the prices of the likes of the MP5 skins and the LR300 skins. So let's go find an MP5. Here you go, straight away, and an LR's right there as well. So here's all of the recent MP5 skins that have come out so far. So the Blackout MP5, that is cool. It has a nice cutout aim sight. People like that, so it's still doing good at the moment. Let's see if it holds up. But everything else, down 47, down 34, down 40, down 46, down 52, down 51, down 46, down 50, down 55, down 70, down 51. The Black Gold MP5 sold for $4.99 and now it currently sells for $1.50. I think that's probably the best skin to keep an eye on. If everybody suddenly starts to want to use an MP5, remember that Black Gold MP5 price, $1.50. Reference from that. And then we have the LR300s. The issue with LR300s are, it's not a bad gun, it's just not super easy to come by. It's not super easy to get a hold of. and you can't make it either. So, um, if this does suddenly become a very in-demand weapon in-game, then of course the demand to use the skins would increase as well. But get a good look at all of these. Down 45, down 50, down 53, down 17, down 45, down 50, down 52, down 65, down 66, down 53, down 52, down 54. The Black Gold LR300 sold for $4.99. Now it's selling for $1.70. That's probably a good reference. If we see the LR300 go up in demand, we should see that skin price go up as well. So yeah, will we see an impact? Will we see a change? Will pump shotguns be affected by the slugs trade-off? If you don't know what I'm on about, slugs are they're not getting nerfed. I refuse to call it a nerf. Their damage, so the damage that the slugs do from a distance is dropping off. They're making it go down to from 75% to 50%. But you have an increased range for 100% damage, going from 10 meters to 20 meters. So the 100% damage that you can do with a slug is doubling in area, but the amount of damage you do from 40 meters beyond is decreasing. So you can't snipe with slugs anymore, and pump shotguns were being used to utilize it the best. So let's see if the pump shotgun skins will be badly affected. Let's find out. It's not a nerf. It's getting stronger within a large area, but it's not doing as much damage as it used to in regards to shooting further away. So you can sit there and make a joke all you want. But yeah, keep an eye on these prices. Let's see what happens. So, what could we potentially see tomorrow? Are we going to see a lot? Are we going to see a lot of... Oh, thank you for the raid, Rainbirds. Much appreciated. Tomorrow, are we going to see a lot of clothing? Are we going to see another poncho skin? Are we going to see a bandana? Are we going to see another deer skull mask? Are we going to see some hoodie and pants? Will Apostate actually get tier 2 or tier 3? Will we potentially make some great profits? That's what we're most concerned about. But yeah, hopefully, maybe, possibly, we don't know. But we can only find out. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that, and